What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to do a really quick review of the Philips Sonicare 6500 toothbrush. In this review, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this toothbrush, including one thing you should know before buying. So we're reviewing this toothbrush. My wife and I have actually been looking through a number of different toothbrushes, trying to find the ones that we really like. And this one is actually a very, very good one. It is, for Philips, one of the higher end ones that they have, and we really, really like it. So before I jump into the functionality, actual toothbrush, let's talk about what it comes with. So it comes with two different brush heads, as you see here. It comes with, obviously, the toothbrush itself. It comes with this charging cable, which you're probably wondering, well, what is that for? This is the traveling case, and this traveling case, as you can see right here, will actually recharge your toothbrush. So when it is plugged into it, it can actually recharge it, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool functionality there. And you can see this little thing right here, basically that hooks up to the bottom here. And right when you plug it in, it'll start charging. So if you're a traveler, need it, that's a cool little thing that they have there. Like I said, this is the charging cable for it. This is the regular charger that you'd have. And that is pretty much everything that it comes with. Now let's talk about the brush itself. So this is the bristle of the brush. Pretty thin compared to most brushes that I've seen. It's a rather thin brush. Head right here, but it obviously gets the job done. And you can see this is, all the things to it. This is the on-off button. This is to change the different modes, right? And also the strength. I'll show you how that works in a second. And then right here is basically the battery indicator. And then also if you need to change your brush heads. So the modes of the brush. So if we turn it on, you can see that's just on at intensity level 1, if you will. There's 2, and there is 3. And let me show you how this actually works, how strong it really is. Okay, so this is just a cup full of water and soap. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put it on mode 1. You can see it does a pretty good job. Let me put it to mode 2. Obviously a lot stronger. And then we'll move it to mode 3. Which is, pretty intense. Almost looks like a little tornado in there. So yeah, as you can see, it is a very powerful brush if you want it to be, but it also has the lower intensity as well, which is nice. And then the other thing to note, right, is that it has different modes. So if we go to here, you can see clean, white, and gum care. So when it's on, right, this button will control the intensity. When it is off, you can basically say, hey, I want it to be in clean mode, white mode, or gum care. So gum care, as you can see, clean, white, and gum care. And the difference is this is basically the everyday. This is more aggressive to whiten your teeth. And then this is for if you're just kind of massaging your gums. Now, in terms of charging this thing, it usually takes about 2 to 3 hours to charge. I honestly don't 100% know the exact time because I usually will just plug it in and kind of leave it. But usually within 2 to 3 hours, it's pretty well charged. And then it also has about a 14-day length of battery life. So like, as long as you're traveling for less than 2 weeks, this, you wouldn't even really technically need this. But if you are traveling for a long time or close to that, you may need to use the charger on this as well. But it does have a very good battery life. Now, there are some other cool features that are worth mentioning. So when you use this, right, so we're going to have on the lowest one. If you are pressing too hard on your teeth, you hear that? That is very much on purpose. And you see how that is orangish, yellowish thing is flashing? That basically means, hey, you're putting too much pressure on your teeth and you need to lay off. If you put too much pressure, you can actually damage your teeth. So this basically tells you if you're doing that, which I used to do a lot prior to getting brushed that would actually recognize that. The next thing to note about these brushes is that they actually have the ability to help you understand when you should change areas of your mouth that you're brushing. So the other thing is that when you're brushing, you're supposed to have 4 quadrants to your mouth, right? You're supposed to have the top right, top left, bottom right, bottom left. And what happens is, sometimes you'll spend too much time on one area and not enough time in the other. This actually helps with that because what it will do is as you're brushing, there will be basically a tone change, which I'll show you here in a second, that lets you know, hey, it's time to switch to the next quadrant of your mouth. So we'll start it up, and let's say that we're focused on the top right of my mouth here. So, if I was brushing the top right. So we'll wait, and that indicator basically tells us, hey, time to switch to the top left. So you guys should have heard that tone change, and that basically helps you understand when it's time to move to the next section of your mouth, which is a nice way of making sure that you're brushing properly and doing each section, the right amount of time. So yeah, guys, overall, really, really good brush. A lot of cool things to it. Well, there's actually really two things to know. So 2 things to know about this. First off is it comes with a 2-year warranty, and you can look at the manufacturer and all that on the listings and such to learn more about that. But that's kind of a cool thing that they have a warranty on it. Second thing is that I found that this brush head is a little bit small for my own liking. Maybe I have big teeth or a big mouth. I think I do. But I will say this was a little bit small for my liking. Definitely not something that's a deal breaker. Just be aware that it's not the largest toothbrush head that you might be used to. But other than that, guys, really good toothbrush. Really like it. Definitely have no problem recommending. So if you're considering it, this gets my thumbs up.